Okay, so here's a problem you may run into, and I think I know the answer to it. My mower accidentally lost control of it the other day and it went into the ditch. Whole nother story. But it was facing nose down, nose first, for several days. And then when I pulled it out with my truck, no problem. I tried to start it and it wouldn't start. So first I thought, oh, maybe I had the key on, because I didn't really remember, and maybe the battery was dead. So I put it on the charger, came back the next morning, which was this morning, still didn't start. So then I put it on a different charger to see. It's like, man, is this battery really that weak? I mean, battery's been doing great. So I'm gonna show you what's going on here. We'll show it again. So now I have it, I'm trying to jump it from my truck. Now I don't want my truck running because I don't want that much amperage. I don't want to cook anything here, especially some electrical components, the rectifier. So let's try it here. Now notice how it's getting stuck at this one point right here. So this is what I think it is. I don't think it's the battery. I think when it was facing straight down, or not straight down, but at an angle, I think oil got inside the cylinders. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull the spark plug out of both cylinders, because it's a 2-cylinder engine. Let's see if we have some oil in there and see if anything spurts out. And I think there's just too much compression in there. So, and it can't compress the oil, which obviously we don't really want it to. So let's try that and see what happens. All right, so we pulled the spark plug off. We see that mice or somebody have been sticking nuts in there, so that's another thing I'll have to deal with. So we're gonna go ahead and pop out both spark plugs. So we got the first one out here.
Wait, there's a nut. Can I see the nut?
Yeah, they're in there. It'll be a little trick to get those out. I have to take this cover off.
Why is there
All right, well that spark plug is very oily. So that's, yeah, hard to focus. All right, let's go to the next one here. Don't move around too much. Okay, so we're gonna come over here to the next one. You can come over this way, buddy. All right, no nuts on this side, that's good. I'll probably do as well as we'll, since that spark plug was oily, we're certainly gonna clean it. Also to say, I thought it was the battery. Now this one is clean, which tells me it's probably just oil on that side, or it's never gotten to this side, right? Okay, so Ethan, if you could back up here, let's try this again.
Or maybe it didn't have enough time to get to that side.
That's right. All right, so back up. Let's see if we can see if oil comes out of the cylinders. Ready?
Okay.
You can come closer. It's not going to blow up. There we go. Whoa! Was I right or what?
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, now the nuts are all oily.
Well, good thing you moved over here, because that would have sprayed you. All right, well, there was oil.
That's why I moved back, because it would be like it would explode, because that was almost like an explosion.
All right, we're going to do a couple turns here, then we'll go clean the spark plug. All right? All right, that's good enough. All right. Obviously, you got to be careful. You don't want this snagging. The amount of things I'm snagged on this wire wheel is too many for me to count. We'll spray them down too. So only one spark plug or one cylinder has the oil. We'll clean them both. We pull them both. So just making sure that some of those wires are getting in there in between the contacts. And they are. Okay. And then let's spray this down. Something that evaporates quick. We'll just use some card cleaner here. Oh, that one's done. Anything left in this one? Yeah, just barely. Whoop. And re-clean it off.
Yeah, that's really gross.
It sure is.
Wait, what does that stuff do?
It just cleans it off and then evaporates quick. Okay, I got a rag here. Wipe these off. All right, so we're just gonna get some of these nuts out since we have it open. This will help with airflow.
What's airflow?
Well, you see this? There's a fan shroud up here, part of the flywheel, and as the engine's running, it's blowing air that's going down and it's flowing over the cylinders and over the engine block in general. So these engines run really hot. I'm actually looking at putting on an aftermarket oil cooler because of that. I think I have one more in there. Yeah, there.
How do they even get those nuts in there?
That's a great question. I don't actually know if it's the squirrels or it's probably not a squirrel. It's probably chipmunks or mice. Probably more chipmunks.
Why?
I think they're more likely to stash these.
And there's already bite marks in it.
Yeah, they got what they wanted out of it. Okay, so we got our spark plug all clean. Okay, so that first spark plug is in.
Ooh! What does a spark
Come over here.
plug even do?
What does it do?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Does it put electricity in from the motor?
that's good. That's a good observation. Yeah, it causes a spark every time the engine comes up on the right compression. It makes a spark, and there's a mixture of fuel, which is the gasoline, and air, and they compress, and then the spark happens.
Is
and
this
it ignites. What's the first thing? Let's see if this battery is fine, because I think the battery was fine, and it just didn't have enough to get past the compression with all the oil in there. All right, so back up. So let's see if we can start this without jumping it.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna start. Oh, it's got a lot of oil in there though.
Look at all the Oh! There you go. If you're wondering, if that ever happens to you, try that.